This little tutorial is all about showing you how you can make part of your group's public web pages. Let's say on our school corporation web page you'd like a website that you could have out there where parents could go to just get quick information. Let's say you want to make part of your group public. Maybe it's a sports team, maybe it's a club that you want parents to have access to a certain level. Any teacher public website linked to our corporation website will need to be done this way through My Big Campus. Our corporation stance as a board and as a superintendent's office is that there'll be no Weebly sites, no sites that are performed outside of the My Big Campus world that we can control. So you go down and you're logged into My Big Campus, and I don't have PowerSchool classes, but you all have populated groups down here that have the groups that PowerSchool sent to My Big Campus. I'm going to pick my 8th grade boys basketball team. This is a sports team. This is something I might want to make public or partially public. And so I do that. What I do is I go here to my page, and this is my page as I look at it from the person doing the editing and the managing. I've got my editing buttons across the top, and this is my page. I've got links, I've got a picture, I've got Heights basketball banner, and then just some general information. I've also got announcements that I can post to the students that are in my group, my players. I've got a discussion board. I can create multiple pages. I've got resources. If you go to Resources tab, many of you use this with your students, or you can create files Chapter 1, Chapter 2. You can have worksheets down here. I've got some files with some resources. You can create a calendar. You can see the members of the group. Okay, that's how it's set up. When you go up here to the Edit button, this enables you to edit your group. So by hitting Edit, I'm now back on my main page, but I'm under the Edit mode. If it's a PowerSchool group, if it's a group that's been sent from PowerSchool, don't change the title because it's just going to default back when PowerSchool doesn't update. But you can add a description. You know, welcome to Mr. Wallace's Social Studies, if it was a Social Studies class, or welcome to the 8th grade basketball website. Whatever you want to describe your site as being. Now, and here's where you can create content. You got all kinds of tools up here. You can boldface, you can copy and paste from Word documents, you can add tables, you can center, you can add hyperlinks, and I've done a lot of that in here just to show you. This is a picture that I added. You can actually add a YouTube video, one from your stuff, or the My Big Campus library. Down here I've added text. This is a picture that I imported and threw in here. These are hyperlinks to outside websites, okay, that I want my students to have. Now here's the key. If this is checked, only group members can view this group content, then that means only the students PowerSchool sent to me, or only the members I've allowed in this group. For example, this is a group I created, so I can put who I want. Right now, as it stands, only the members in this group who are my basketball team can see this. Now, how do you know who those people are? Well, you can go down and it lists, here's all the members of the group. So right now, with this check marked, only group members can view this group. That's it. That's all that can see it. But I'm going to uncheck that, and I'm going to check anyone on the internet can see this group. Now, by doing that, I've now made this page public. But here's the real cool thing as a teacher. Maybe I don't want everything public. Maybe the only thing I want public is my home page, and select the group content that anyone on the internet can see. So maybe I don't want discussion boards seen by parents or anyone out there on the World Wide Web. If I'm displaying student work, if I'm letting students comment on student work, I don't want that out there for the public, so I'm going to leave that blank. I don't want announcements maybe out there. Maybe I do. Maybe I want parents to, maybe the whole point of this website is to post announcements and documents through that. Then I'm going to check announcements. I want the public to see my calendar, and maybe I want them to be able to see my resources. Okay, so those are the three things that I'm going to make public. Which group members are allowed to create pages? Do I want students to be able to create pages on this website? Probably not if it's public. That's for another discussion if you want students to be able to create things. Which group members are allowed to create resources? Do I want to give students the ability to post things in a resource folder? You actually have that capability. You could create a folder where students could turn things in, and you could give them that capability. Down below, enabled pages. Maybe I don't want all these pages enabled. Now if I check mark them, that means they're enabled, and then if up at the top you'll notice that I have members enabled, but up here the public can't see members. That's not even an option. So these are the only three things the public's going to see plus my main page. So when I hit save, my changes are now added. So how do I know what the public is going to see? Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to screencast an iPad up on the screen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this page. I'm at the home page. Which is that is now the public URL address for this page. And so if you watch and see here, I'm going to if I can't do it. I'm going to try to copy and paste this here. Now what I'll do is I will log out of My Big Campus. Now let's paste and go and hit enter. And this is what the parents see. So you can see these are the things that I've allowed public. I said they could see these things public. And there's the web page. And this is a public site. So they can go to discussions. I didn't check that one. They have to log in order to see discussions. Announcements. Okay, I made that one public, so all my announcements are made public. Resources. Resources I made public, so everything in my resource, all of the things that I have in there are now public. If I don't like this, I can log back in and I can make it private again. Now, if I want this site to be on the corporation website, I'm going to go back to this home page and I'm going to copy this URL, and I need you to email that to myself or Jill Pasuniak. And then what we're going to do is in the faculty directory, each building has a faculty directory, we will put the words "click here" next to your name, and we will hyperlink that website URL. So all the parents have to do is go to the new website, find you in the faculty directory, and click here under teacher website, and they can go there. So let's say, okay, I've got 5 classes. How do I have different websites? How do I create one place for parents to go and they can link them? Well, I can show you and work with you on that. So if you have multiple pages, then I will again show you how to create that so that you can link all your pages to one to share out of the website. So this is how you make a website public. Again, if you have questions, if you want to meet on this, I'll be glad. I'm going to be doing some summer workshops on this online, and I'm going to be working with any teacher that wants to make a public website. I'll work with you and help you to develop that.